Log 230921. Welcome back to another part of Let's Play Metroid Prime. I am CoatShirtTie. And we'll let this hint system go on with what we're going to be doing later on, but much later. That will be our end goal, but it's not going to be a part of this part of the playthrough. But last time we played, I ended up getting the Phazon suit, completing all 12 pieces of the cipher, getting all 12 artifacts. And in this episode, it turns out some of the missed power-ups that I somehow managed to miss in Fendrina Drifts were not in vain. They were not in vain. So we're going to head over to Fendrina Drifts. And here we are at Fendrina Drifts. First and foremost, we're going to take the Spider Ball route to head to Fendrina Drifts. And seeing that we already have a Plasma Beam, we can just skip off that Pulse Bombu. Just go through this little tunnel right here, melting off the ice. We still got to deal with the Flying Pirates right here, but one upgrade, a missile upgrade that I missed in this area, required the use of the Plasma Beam specifically. We'll get to it as soon as we can. We might have to skip these guys, so we can get to there quickly. Watch these gel zaps. Oh, here we go. Just jump right here. Hopefully this leads us to a quick way. So as I'm going through this, I want to admit something. I wanted to cut this thing up entirely and just break open the parts that originally had where the pieces are located. I really did. But I promised myself, ever since the beginning, that I just wanted to do this in one take, and it'd show how well I can manage a crowd, maybe some sort of company that this thing might lead me into. We need to go to the gravity chamber. It's located to the left. But as I was saying, I really wanted to do this in one take, but the better judgment of me decided no. So we're not going to be doing this in one take. I'm going to make sure that I can at least get the items, explain it along the way, and before I get to the point of this room, and the location of this missile expansion is right there, let's kill off this second Pulse Bombu. The only way to get to it is to Plasma Beam these stalagmites, no, stalactites, which reveal a grapple beam, which you jump up, rodeo your way on top of there, giving us the missile expansion that we get, and it leaves us with one of 3 missile expansions that are left. Let's go ahead and get the other 2. It appears that the flying parts have respawned in this area, but they are rather easy to take out now that we've got the Plasma Beam. We'll backtrack our way over to the Frost Pike, well, that cavern that we entered into from Fendrina Drifts. Off these gel zaps. Hopefully, with our charge beam, we can get some more missile pickups. Good to find out how many missiles we actually have. We'll move up here and backtrack. Still having to deal with these guys. Now, instead of taking the usual route that leads us to the Magmore Caverns elevator, I took a good look at my logbook, specifically the Space Pirate data, and I found that I was too... Let's see, Where are they? I was 2 pirate data logs short. And after some extensive looking through all of the videos that I've had so far, I realized that I was missing those. I was missing the ones that were inside the Space Pirate Research Facility here in Fender and Drifts. So I'm gonna backtrack there. Take a bit of a long route, but it'd be interesting to revisit this area. Switch over to thermal visor because I know this place is still dark. But then again, we've also got the issue of these... Oh wow, it finally turns dark. We do have the issues of those security turrets. If I cannot just get hit, please. These are regular turrets, they take 2 missiles each to take out. Nothing too bad. Why I bothered using Super Missile? I have no idea. But we do still have to deal with those Metroids because they somehow spawn, and the glasses, the glass that's between us, managed to magically repair itself. Uh-oh. Maybe it's up there a level. Come on! Yep, it's up there in 1 level. Let's take that out. And rather having to go on those stairs, we can just space jump up right here. There's another one right there. Maybe it will not go to... regardless of which path I go, it still breaks open the glass. No matter. Why I decided to not to space jump on those part? Nah, beats me. Another Metroid defeated. Energy restored, 20 short of our full total. We are dealing with these sentry drones that somehow still respawn here. Leaving those doors unlocked. And of course we get head. More of these space pirates. Back to plasma beam. We gotta find our way upstairs now. Alright, we're gonna deal with more of you. Alright, come on. Give me more bad guys to deal with. I know you're there. Still, it's a rather harsh fate for this guy's. Ouch. Oh. Forgot about that one over there. But I find it good to backtrack. It helps out, especially when you realize that you've not been through an area for a long time. And maybe it's changed. Unfortunately, after playing this game, and going through this part so many times, exhaustively making sure that I got all the items, this place is still the same. We still have to deal with those pirates over there that are on the control tower. At least we didn't get damaged. But we go down here. Oh no. I just realized I have to backtrack. I just remembered where I lost those pirate data. I have to go all the way back. Well, not all the way back. It's actually just 3 rooms. Oh, please don't tell me we get damaged by these guys. How did we not get damaged? Okay, we are out of here. You don't even bother giving me power-ups. It's better to take you out with just using the wave charge. Okay, are there any more of you in here that I have to worry about? Hopefully they don't jump. Okay, maybe we can deal with this, but the 2 missing data are right here. Let's go ahead and read them. Log 10.444.4. Initial transfer of Metroids to Town 4 research facilities have been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but the others were pacified and transported safely. Initial phazon infusion testing is underway. We're eager to observe the effects of phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by phazon sources. Early research suggests considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable, thereafter remains to be seen. And the last one, after we get this power up right here, is right over here. No. Where is it? I know it was here. Oh, come on. I remember seeing it in this area here. No. No. Come on, I'm getting warmer. Oh, maybe it's not here. Maybe it's located further in. You know, we can at least take out the space pirates here, so we don't have to worry about listening to music. Strangely, the auto defense turret doesn't trigger the ambiance. But I think the last pirate data... Here it is. Log 10.957.2. Confidence is high regarding phazon applications. We know enough about phazon now to begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The code name for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce and neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. And with that, take a quick look at our logbook for our pirate data. Something that could have been done maybe around the time when we were at the Phazon Mines, but that marks all of the space pirate data that we can get so far. Alright, let's get out of here. And I am still enduring this in one take. In fact, I guess what started this whole channel thing up was the idea of trying to see if I could improve my speaking with people in general. And I developed ways to do that. And personally, the farthest I've gotten to using those skills, well, those ways of trying to improve my speech, was through an audio journal. And I've kind of flouted on that, because I was so busy with work and life things. But once I reach a more stable point, I want to see about grabbing going with a good idea I think I was having in mind, which I will do in about 2 seconds, right at this door. I created a fishbowl of sorts that would allow me to improve my speaking, which involved looking at certain topics, and they were honestly random, and sometimes I would let people put their own inputs. So before we go down there, I'd like to look at one. Games Then. I have no idea how this topic came to me for the whole Games Then, but I guess the idea behind it was to realize how games evolved over time. For instance, games right now tend to be they want to hook people in very quick. There was the idea of just making sure that it was a quick match, or just simply dealing with the fact that people don't have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of time, so they sometimes rely on, let's say, stories, making the character feel powerful, or maybe it's just a quick match with a test of skills. And the third, I really do not like, because it really takes the fun out of it and it makes things stressful. I'm more of a person that likes dealing with story and being able to play around with the environment a little bit to get a better understanding of maybe what could be done, or what more can you learn from this area. What story has the game company given you that makes it interesting? And I don't mind dumping about 50 hours overall into that sort of game. Fortunately, sometimes that genre that I like, where the whole story thing can get boring. There isn't really a new element that makes them interesting. I mean, at one point, I was really interested in a new release. This is going way off topic. There's a game known as Scarlet Nexus that I really liked because of the twists that it had, especially around the beginning and middle of the game. Things get put up in a high gear. Oh! And seeing that we're here right now, I think... Yeah, we already got this item right here. But things get taken up in a high gear, especially when you're... even when you least expect it. Sometimes... And the best way I can explain it is that sometimes your best friends can be your worst enemies. Because they may be the people that you love and deal with on a daily basis, but what would happen to them if they just turned rogue without any notice? Even if they were trying to save you from something. And you had to kill them. The concept's already been done, but the way the game presented itself was nice. And admittingly, I haven't finished that game because I was, again, busy with life, getting a new job. But here's the area specifically that I wanted to get to in Fender Nut Drifts. Let's just kill off the Shigok using that plasma beam. It might be me, but you're a lot brighter colored than your other Shigok halves. But we are through here. We're gonna go to that ice gate right here, grab that missile expansion, and I'm still depressed at the fact that I wasn't able to get any of those Shriek Bats. We'll move here to where the Spider Ball track is, right over here. And there's another missile expansion tank right there. We'll kill off those guys. And we're going to be taking a rather long trek to get the last missile expansion that I had somehow missed. I recall in a previous part saying that I had gotten all of the items in Chozo Ruins. I inadvertently lied. And we're gonna head there as quick as possible. And another experience the down elevator. But I think that's it for games then. Maybe I'll go with another topic, see if I can make things interesting. Right, just before the thing goes on, let's see. Compensation. Oh. Right now, in the case that we're talking about compensation, the only thing that's allowing me to do this is the income that I'm getting from my primary income, from my primary job. And I think I may have mentioned before in a video, but I love dealing with numbers. That makes me an accountant. And I think compensation's a good thing to motivate somebody to, if they wanted to go for a business. I mean, businesses often had to start with getting compensation from an indirect source. It couldn't have been from the business itself. And honestly, I'm not sure about where this is going to head to me. Where this would head if I continue doing these commentaries. I mean, I've started doing... I mean, there's Metroid Prime. I could do another Metroid game. And maybe if it comes down to it, I could expand that and show how well I can... how well I can do with this game. And other skills. Almost ran into that. Come on, load up. Move through here. We're gonna go all the way back to Chozo Ruins. And hopefully we can take a quicker route, because I don't remember too much. There's the part of me that should realize that... Wait, no. Oh, why did I... Why did I grapple in front of the Magmor? Also, it was a little bit strange. Was it scared of the, Was it actually scared of the plasma beam? It just retracted itself into the lava. So strange. Yes, indeed, very strange. Let's get out of here, though. Looks like we've got anything to deal with right here. Just before that, let's see if we can jump to the another platform. Alright, up here. And then up here. But yes, a lot of soul-owned businesses usually had to rely on income from a different source. I mean, as much as I really wanted to do this full time, I really have to make some clout for myself. And practicing is a very big thing about it. And going up here, I think the quickest way to get to where we need to go is through the Sun Chamber. Go through here on the Sun Chamber access. Let's make quick note of the wasps. Right there. And 3. And 4. There. Run up here. And we don't have to worry about the Chozo ghosts anymore. We just... Even if they do appear, it's not like they're gonna come out to haunt us, because... Yo, careful, watch out with the Oculus. It's not in the game's mechanic to respawn Chozo ghosts, especially in an item area. Rather strange. And not much can be said for whatever happens afterwards if I decide to devote some more time into this thing. But I think the idea of it, for compensation, aside from just having the income to continue something, it's to make... And, of course, keep yourself happy and full, and it's fun, it makes the world go round. Ugh. I think it's a way of preparing for any future projects you have in mind. I mean, I am in this world, figuratively speaking, and literally speaking. But as much as I want to keep my money, I can't keep it until I die because it's very much a temporal thing. But I can at least save it against the time of need, because there are some people that don't exactly have the means to compensation. Sometimes people can rely on unemployment benefits, or maybe they have to rely on they still have to rely on other people to give them what they need. Oh, and here we are at the last item that I forgot to get. Remember that time when I didn't have that gravity suit? I had ultimately forgotten about this. Yeah, I blame the fact that I went to the dynamo with just the spider ball. But with that, we now have 100% of all the pickups. Image Gallery 4 unlocked. And the gallery can be accessed through the Metroid Prime main menu. Unfortunately, we can't get all the image galleries unlocked because we forgot to get... I forgot to get the Ice Shriek bats. But that marks everything that we need to get. And we are going to go back all the way to Talon Overworld to save. Yes, the purpose of compensation is, that I feel, is meant to help others to, and when you know how to use your money well enough, you're able to make good work out of it. Make it actually worth its weight in whatever monetary it's being backed. Faith, I guess in this case. So we'll move through here, go through the go through the main area of the Chozo Ruins. We'll mine the Warwolf snips that were there, but it appears that they don't even rile up because we aren't far away from them. Kill off these beetles. Not to worry, we're going to be refilling our weapons and energy at our landing site. And here we go. Down the elevator one last time. Let's recap before we get ourselves back to the ship. We went a rather far-fetched route, going from Magmar Caverns to Fenrirna Drifts to Magmar Caverns. Did we go through Magmar Caverns again? Yeah, we did go through Magmar Caverns again. We went through that, to Chozo Ruins, and now back at the Talon Overworld, where we'll be promptly saving. The next time on Metroid Prime, we're going to be... I think I've only got 3 parts left. Heavens. We're going to be going through those 3 parts. And it'll be interesting. We're going to go back to the Artifact Temple. Put all 12 of those artifacts back into their rightful places. And we'll unlock the path to the Impact Crater. See you guys then.